Hi students, welcome to the fourth part of the federalism. Today in this fourth part we are going to learn about how the federalism is practiced in our country. Okay, federalism is succeeded in our country because of the constitutional provisions, means it is clearly laid in constitutional provisions, means it's mean that how the federalism is succeeded in our country means why, because it was already clearly, means whatever the methods we are going to follow, okay, to succeed the federalism, it's already laid in our constitution. But the real success of federalism in India can be attributed to the nature of democratical politics in our country. Even though some points are clearly mentioned in the constitution, but how it was really success means because of the democratical politics in our country, whatever we are going to maintain, okay, because of that reason only the federalism is success in our country. This ensured that the spirit of the federalism, respect for diversity and desire for living together became the shared ideals in our country. Okay, actually they ensured that the spirit of federalism, how the spirit of federalism was increased in our country means we respect for diversity and desire for living together, means already we are going to see in our daily life we will respect all the religions equally and we are willing to live together, means it's nothing but respect for diversity and desire for living together became shared ideals in our country. These are the ideals of our country. Okay, so now let us look at some of the major ways in which this happened, means how the federalism was succeed. Okay, let us see some of the major ways. First one, linguistic states. The creation of linguistic states was the first and major test for the democratic politics in our country. Okay, means how either the democracy is going to maintain in our country or not, means the democracy is running in our country or not. To check that one, which is the first major test, means linguistic states. If you look at the political map of India, when it began its journey, a democracy as a democracy in 1947 and that of 2017, you will be surprised by the extent of the changes. Means if you see the Indian map when we got the independence in 1947 and still now up to this is the 2020, we can see lot of changes, lot of extents of changes. By seeing the changes we can surprise, means if you compare the previous map and now the present map, we may surprise, okay, because of these changes. Okay, many old states have vanished and many new states have been created, means many of the old states they were vanished, means cleared, okay, and disappeared, means it's nothing but disappeared, and many new states have been created, many new states are formed. Areas, boundaries and names of the states have been changed, means some areas are changed, some boundaries are changed, okay, and names of the states also have been changed. And if we'll see how many languages are there in our country, means 1652 languages are there in our country. Okay, but how many languages are recognized till up to now 2020 means, okay, 22. But as per the textbook, if you will see in your textbook, only 21 languages are recognized by the constitution. Okay, so after 1947, the boundaries of the several old states of India were changed in order to create new states. Means if they want to create a new state, means definitely the old state shape will be changed. Okay, this was done to ensure that people who spoke the same language lived in the same state. Why they started to divide the states, means the people those are speaking the same language, that okay, going to spoke the same language, that people should be in the same state. Some states were created not on the basis of language but to recognize different based on the culture, ethnicity or geography. Means some states actually, if we'll see, the states are formed on the linguistic basis, but some states are also formed on not on the basis of a language, they formed on the basis of culture, ethnicity and geography. For example of that state is which are formed by the culture, ethnicity and geography is Nagaland, Uttarakhand and Jharkhand. Okay. When the demand for the states on the basis of language was raised, means on the basis of language, when the demand of separate states was raised, some national leaders feared that it would lead to the disintegration of country. Means whenever the people, certain language people are, okay, demanded for their separate state, okay, then when the people are demanding for the separate state, the leaders, those who are there, the national leaders, they feared. Why they feared? Why? Because it may lead to the disintegration of the country. Disintegration means again it will divide into two parts. Previously, before to the 1947, okay, the Pakistan, whatever the present Pakistan, it is also part of India. It was divided like that only. Means after getting the independence only, within the short time only, the peoples are started to demand for the separate state on the basis of language. So they feared that again the India is going to be disintegrated. So central government resisted linguistic states for some time, even though the people are going to demand, okay, for the separate state on the basis of the language, okay, they are not concentrated on that issue, okay, they have resisted that linguistic state for the some time. After independence in 1947, there was a state called Madras Presidency. When we got the independence in 1947, there was a state called Madras Presidency. This presidency contains different language speaking people like Telugu, Kannada, Tamil and Malayali, etc. This Madras Presidency state, it contains, means how many types of people, how many language people are living here, means Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, Malayali and some other language people are living here. So when separate linguistic state struggle is going on in 1950 to 53. Before to the independence only, this separate language linguistic state has started. Okay, it was started by the Andhra Mahasabha. Okay, Andhra Mahasabha means why? Because all Telugu speaking people, they took that name as they kept the name as Andhra Mahasabha. They only demanded for the separate state for the Telugu people before to the independence only. But it was not that much powerful at the time. After getting the independence in 1952 to 53, it was became much more powerful, means the struggle. So because of that reason, the first linguistic state was formed on 1st October 1953. Okay, the first linguistic state was formed on 1st October 1953 as Andhra state, which is the first state on the language basis which was formed, means Andhra state. Okay, for whom? For Telugu speaking people. Later it was merged with Telangana and formed as Andhra Pradesh on 1st November 1956. Whenever the first separate linguistic state was formed on 1st October 1953, it is only the name called Andhra state. Later it is merged with Telangana, okay, and again it was formed as Andhra Pradesh on 1st October 1956. Okay.